Yeah, I don't know why I'm streaming. I thought why not, and I was bored. So also I'm gonna change. Actually, I'm not going to change it. I was gonna change the text at the bottom of the screen, but I'm not going to now. Decided against it. Sorry about that, I was just messaging someone. And okay. Alright. Alright, solos for now, I guess. I can't be the only one who really dislikes this season. This season is really boring. For me, it is. I understand why other people like it, but I don't. Sorry. Alright, I'm actually going to pay attention to the game now. Which I'm pretty sure is something you're supposed to do. Yeah, Tilted Towers and everything, that's back, so... I mean, that's been back a while now, so... I don't really care. I like Tilted Towers, but I'm not ecstatic about it like everyone else is. I haven't landed at this place in ages. Apparently there's supposed to be some new POI coming out soon, like Covert Canyon or something. Apparently that's going to be like the IO headquarters on the map or something, which just sounds pretty cool. I'm down for that. It's going to be like the Grotto, which is very cool. By the way, I have not been playing a lot lately, so I'm probably going to be terrible. Oh, that was a challenge. Do you know what? Actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do boring challenges because no one's watching the stream anyway, so... yeah. I still haven't done that jump through flame. Oh shit, there's a player. 99% sure that was a bot. What? Sorry about that, but I don't always know what to say. So yeah, lad. I don't know what to talk about because, well, playing the game, I feel like I should talk about the game, but then that I feel like people would lose interest. So, well, no one's watching anyway, so I'm gonna do whatever I want. So. this season is just. Right, my friend is going to join, so we'll have someone to talk to. I will not be eternally bored. Alright, but while he does that, he's watching YouTube right now. While he's watching YouTube, I'm going to talk about the season, and I think it sucks. I really don't like it. Like, I think it's a bad season. Because nothing has happened except Tilted Towers. That's the only thing that's happened. Pretty much, anyway. One second. So Tilted Towers is the only thing that's happened this season. So, yeah. So far, anyway. I mean, there's always room for change, but I don't think this season's going to give us anything. I mean, obviously, except for, like, there better be a live event. Like, if there is not a live event, like, this season has actually had quite a bit of story, so, especially compared to Season 1 of Chapter 2. Hiya.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm alright.
Okay. How's the disease been? Oh, you don't have symptoms, alright.
I'm negative now. I'll be in school tomorrow.
Oh, okay. That's good. So you did have it, but you just didn't have any symptoms?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright. Okay. Well, you got lucky then. I had symptoms. But they weren't that bad.
Automatically.
Oh, that's fine, that's fine. What? Wait a minute. What? I'm gonna go in half an hour.
Alright.
Despite my best efforts.
Where are you going? You going out?
No, I'm not going. Why would I be going out at 8:30? No, my parents want me to come off.
Oh, okay.
But it's alright. Do you know what? I'll leave the game now because I haven't really done anything. So, yes. Also, I swear I've been wearing the Cube Queen for like weeks now. I haven't been able to take off, put on a different skin. Do you like this season?
Wait, you get another ticket on October the 16th.
Another ticket? Well, oh, the refund ticket.
Pardon?
Is it the refund ticket?
Yeah.
And then we get October 12th for me.
Oh.
That's October 12th and 2023. October. How popular is Fortnite going to be in 2024? I wonder. Mm,
I reckon if they keep it, like...
if they keep
I mean, they
updating it
could
regularly,
they're eventually gonna run out of ideas. Like,
yeah.
they've got to. But to be honest, the only thing that's keeping Fortnite alive is because they are constantly updating the game.
Yeah, but even when they
if they
do,
update-
like, the only major update we've had this chapter is Tilted Towers. That's it.
Well,
Maybe
and the
Winterfest. And the Clumbo.
I think Columbo and Tilted Towers should have been separate. Right?
Yeah, but no, I think it's good they released them at the same time, because then that means that there's room for more stuff in the future. But
Yeah.
they best do something cool with the end of this season as well, like, because last season ended brilliantly, I think.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
last
excited to see like the storyline.
Yeah, because like the IO are drilling to the map from the chapter 2 map, and the 7 are trying to stop them, and then there's got to be some.
Just trying to set up. I think they're just trying to set up bases. To be honest.
Yeah, something like that. Alright, because I've been using the Cube Queen for too long now, I'm going to change skins. I'm going to be... Oh, I'm going to be Midas. And I think the story was pretty good in chapter 2, to be honest, so I hope they do something equally as good this chapter. And I hope the seasons aren't too long as well, because in chapter 2, I think that was one of the only downsides of chapter 2, the seasons were way too long. Like, I think... I still think season 2 was a perfect season, but...
This season's got extra long for some reason.
This season is about 100-ish days, maybe more, I think it's slightly more.
Usually they're just a month long. This one's a bit
They're not a
longer.
month, they're longer than that. They're about 2 or 3 months. This one, starting in December, is going to end in March. The longest ever season was Chapter 2, Season 1. And that was 128 days, which is ridiculous. That's way too long. And the second longest is Chapter 2, Season 2, which is 118 days. So that was also way too long, but it didn't really... affect my enjoyment. I liked that season. They did a lot of great in that season. And I liked the new map as well, but there was no updates in chapter 2 season 1, so it was boring. The only update I can recall is the harpoon gun and side grading. That's it. And that's excluding seasonal events, because I think that season did seasonal events the best out of any season. I think that was the best Fortnite match we've ever had. You know, the Storm King one. Oh, that's a shame.
I'm on like 20, but my usual was like 10.
Yeah, 20. But I say once you get above 100, that's when it gets bad. That's when it's bad. When you get above 100.
You say that I'm on 227.
Oh shit.
I think I've just like I think it's just gonna be a lot of spikes.
Okay. Also, one thing I really didn't like Chapter 2 Season 3, but I think one of the good things about it was the okay, yeah, that's fine. I think one of the good things is it didn't go on too long. Like it had a good pacing, even if there were like barely any updates that season as well. That I feel like updates are weird in Chapter 2.
I think there's a guy below us.
Because like you could either get an update which has nothing, or you can get a big update. Like, you know, the Stark Industries update in Chapter 2 Season 4 was probably one of the best mid-season updates ever. That, and I think the Convergence was pretty good. Because that was the Fortnitemares update, so we've got a whole new POI for that. But I think it was a bad POI to land at, because you couldn't get mats there.
Yeah.
And you can't do that nowadays, like, you'd be dead. It had pretty good loot though, that's the thing. So,
sorry,
I haven't been playing a lot lately because this season is so boring for me anyway.
What? How is he?
Nice.
I was shooting his body and he wasn't dying. The different on there's more kids than me. Oh, I dropped my shot.
Alright. What's your favourite season of Chapter 2?
I like it.
I mean, your favourite season. That chapter.
My favourite seasons.
Yeah.
I'd say chapter 4.
Yes, chapter 4. Yes, because we're definitely in chapter 4.
Oh, I'm gonna go kill these kids.
Yeah, that was a good season. My favourite was 2, then it was 7. Like, it used to be 4, but 7's...
someone's already intercepted their reboot.
Neither of those seasons dragged on, and that was the good thing. And I say that's the perfect length for a season. Like, I think any longer than that is dragging on.
I thought it healed the shooters.
It does. It doesn't go above 50.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Like
there's kids over here, by the way, and there's loot over there if you want to go loot that. But it's from a dead person.
Yeah, I'm gonna not.
I didn't kill him, but it was someone else.
Okay. And one of the things I liked about chapter 1 is that the seasons were like, they weren't too long, like, because that means it goes along at a good pace, whereas chapter 2, the seasons were just... They were big, and they were probably bigger than the chapter 1 seasons, to be honest, like... Except season 7. I think season 7 launch was, like, pretty bad for map changes, but... In terms of, like, a lot of map changes. I got one of my favourite POIs, but... other than that, there's pretty much nothing. Damn. And then season 8, that's like a good example of a season that started off terrible for me. That's one of my least favourite seasons, but then now it's one of my favourite seasons, so yeah.
Oh, I outdid this. Oh no. I missed all my shots. Like, well, he hit 100 and something, I'm not even joking. Oh, he hit a purple also.
Damn.
Alright.
And that's season 5. Remember season 5? No, I didn't think so. No, I'm joking. That was a meh season. It wasn't terrible. But...
I liked season 5. It's when it's probably when I...
Alright, I'm gonna... Yeah, I played a lot of competitive that season, actually. I'm gonna rank all the seasons of chapter 2 because I feel like it's not that bad. Right. Season 1 is the worst by a mile. Then it's season 3. Then for me it's season 5 because there weren't enough things throughout the season. Because the main thing in that season was collabs, like pretty much nothing else. So yeah, I mean we're pretty good from the start. Like Colosseum was good. Hunter's Haven was good. Really liked Hunter's Haven. And then after that is... Oh, actually no, 6 is worse than 5. 6 is worse than 5. Even though I still like that season. I think it's underrated, but I still don't love it. Because I think the story was quite good that season. How it was building up to this whole alien stuff. And it was really cool. Especially towards the end of the season. So yeah, I think this season had a good end. I just wish there was a live event, because I feel like that was a season that should have had a live event at the end, because, you know, how did the aliens get there? They should have done that in an event, not a cutscene. And they didn't really, like, explain how the aliens got there after Raz was messing around with that Spire artifact or whatever. So it's a shame, but... Yeah, after 5 is probably 8, even though 8 is godly territory for me. Like, that was one of the best seasons for me.
Yeah.
I really liked that season. At the start, though, I really didn't. Like, at the start, I was like, I think there were not enough map changes. Worse than season 7. Because there wasn't even one good POI at the start. But then it got way better. I think the end of season 8 is one of the coolest maps we've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though there weren't many, like, really standout new POIs, the pyramid was alright, but didn't use it a lot. Passed through it a lot, but I think Lazy Lake was my main drop that season.
Oh, Mythic Traps.
Nice. But still, it was good. I like Lazy Lake throughout the entirety of chapter 2. Okay, I'm terrible at the game if you couldn't tell. After 8 is 4 for me, even though that used to be ahead of 7, but now it's not. Because I think 4 was mainly a collaboration season, so I think season 7 was original. And they were very similar if you think about it. Like, they both have massive, big things invading the island.
Oh, I'm stuck in a tunnel.
Both about war, I guess, but then most seasons are about war. Season 2
What?
was, season 4 was,
They
season
took all my items out of my tent.
7. Wait, what did you have in your tent? Because there
I
are
had
some
the
items...
I had a dub shotgun.
Oh, I think that's because that was removed, maybe. Because that wasn't actually supposed to be in the game.
Yeah, I know. I was so happy when I
Yeah,
got it out. I
think,
actually got it out of the random machine.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the pump was one of those items that you could get out of the vending machine, but they stopped that. Also, I think season 4 had a really good battle pass. Like, Tony Stark is still like one of my favourite skins. But then again, it only really appeals to Marvel fans, though, and I'm not a Marvel fan, but I still think it looks cool. And then season 7, because I think season 7 was like perfect. Like, it had great pacing, it had a great battle pass, it had a great...
You
didn't get to use what?
the dub.
Oh, damn. I mean, didn't they unvolt it at the end of season 8?
Yeah.
They did, didn't they? Yeah. Because I was really excited, because that's one of my favourite shotguns.
Because I got it into the vending machine, literally at Risky Reels game, and I won the game. I put it in a tent just before I won it.
Oh, okay.
And then I didn't even use it because of because it was the last guy. I was like, I need to put this in the tent.
Yeah.
And then I used the other shotgun.
I'm pretty sure they blacklisted the Spider-Man mythics as well, so you can't put them in their tent anymore. But you can put the Foundation mythic in there. I know that because I've got 3 in there, or 2, because I might have taken one out. Because honestly, like, Spider-Man mythics are quite common. You can get more than one a game. Foundation mythic, can't. So I think that was a better one to hoard anyway, and I like hoarding them. It makes me feel good.
Where do you want to go?
What?
Where do you want to go?
Sanctuary. If that's alright. Alright, what was I? Yeah, season 7. Yeah, season 7 had one of the most fun loot pools, I think, as well. Like, damn, like, we're getting fun items pretty much every week. Like, the inflatable was so fun. The alien nanites were fun. Just everything was fun. Gravitron was really fun.
Yeah, I like how you could build off the alien as well.
Yeah, yeah. And it had a perfect live event at the end of the season. Like, damn, that's still one of my favourite ones. Like,
oh, you know before the season, before chapter 3 live event.
yeah.
Yeah, and you know how you would got that you get the what's it? I can't remember what it's called. It's like I can't. You know when you got the wallpaper? No, the loading screen.
Oh, the loading screen was pretty much the same thing as the actual event, wasn't it?
I thought to myself, I thought to myself, I was like, I bet you this is going to be in the live event, and it was, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, like, that was one of the coolest moments, I think. That was such a cool thingy. Like, I really want the Cube Queen to come back, like, because she was...
Oh, have you seen that Allier thing where
yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's real, but if it was, I would be ecstatic, because I think her character was wasted. Because they did pretty much nothing with her. She was hyped up the entire season, and she was portrayed as this really big threat that she was going to destroy all of existence.
She
and
really did.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but she was defeated quite easily. So, and same with Galactus. To be honest, he was quite easy as well. So there's all these massive characters. They're wasting them. Like, they need to come back. Like, maybe not Galactus because that was a crossover, but Cube Queen definitely. And I think the Cube Queen's cool. So, but her character was awful in the event. She was dead instantly, pretty much. Water. She was killed by water. She had rabies. So yeah, that's a shame. But I still think, maybe if you think about it, the Cube Queen was technically like a massive part of season 7 as well. Although she wasn't
'Cause
like, I don't know what the word for that is. She's in the background. She's an enigma in season 7. That's the word.
you know, I actually missed that, like, the season 8 event. Or
What,
the
the
one
end
that-
of the Skyfire one?
Yeah, oh, he's here.
Dwayne.
The one that, the end, yeah.
Oh, the end. Oh, the end was sick. The end is the best event, in my opinion.
No, like, chapter 2 season.
Yeah, I know. Chapter 2, season 8, the end event.
Yeah.
That was a sick event. The one with the Cube
The
Queen.
last event.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one I actually missed. What are you doing? I did nothing to you.
Oh, shit. Shit.
Probably should have killed all the other AI before we started. I'm now being killed.
Come over here, have a shield keg.
I'm being attacked.
Shit. So yeah, I think season 7 was perfect.
Wait, does the glitch still work when you hide in the bush?
Oh, let's see. Oh, definitely not. Oh shit. Dwayne killed me.
No way I killed him.
No, that wasn't gonna happen. I'm gonna go back to lobby.
Bro,
Yeah.
Rock is so good. I'm not even lying. I was standing in front of him and all of a sudden he starts attacking me. Well, I didn't need to go.
Damn. Well, it's season 17. Yeah, Corny Complex, one of my favourite POIs. Bring that back. Or add it to creative or something. Bring that back now. Like, Jesus Christ. Awesome POI. Although it was quite annoying, but it was cool, and that's what I liked about it. And it was pretty rewarding as well. If you got out of there, that mythic was quite nasty, especially towards the end of the season where they buffed it, and it was oh god, that was ruthless.
Wait, when do you need to get off again?
8:30. Oh god, that's just me spinning on my chair, and I get this weird feeling sometimes.
So you got 10 minutes.
Roughly. So I mean, there's no point playing another game, is there?
Do you want to go on like some sort of creative thing?
Yeah, sure. Alright, then season 2 is the best season of chapter 2 for me, just because like consistently good the entire season. The second longest season, but that felt like it got delayed more than season 1. So
Yeah.
that did. I will say one thing. The one bad thing is that it did feel like it dragged on, but it didn't matter for me because the mythics was so fun. Like. I don't care. I love overpowered nonsense like that. So,
Yeah.
wait, do you know what time you're going off?
Huh?
Do you know what time you're going off? Because I might be back.
Not really. I'll probably be off by the time you're back.
Okay, because I have to go off regardless of whatever at 10 every school day. So I'm going off like for about 30 minutes or something. So I'll be back before that. Okay, well I should be back before 10. So yeah. Hopefully you're still there. If not, it'll be fine. But if you are, then I'll just join back. Unless you don't want me to, which is perfectly fine. But yeah, season 2, great battle pass, mainly because of Midas. And I like Sky as well. Sky's pretty good skin, underrated. And Deadpool was pretty cool. At the time, he was the best Marvel skin, without a doubt. Because the other two were like Black Widow and Star-Lord, they were terrible. Like, they were awful. Especially Black Widow, that was terrible. But yeah, great battle pass, great POIs. Yeah, we had the agency, the grotto, the shark. 3 like, I'm pretty sure they're universally like that's not a controversial pick. Like the agent, like those 3 POIs are like pretty, especially the shark and the grotto, because the agency was like chaos. It's like the Tilted Towers of chapter 2. But it only lasted a season, and that makes me sad, because it was a really good POI and had a lot of loot. Had a great mythic, sometimes impossible to get. Quite a lot of the time actually, but rewarding, and that's what matters. Great live event. Although I kind of wish it was a live event that ended off the season, like you know how the Galactus event stopped the season. I wish it did that. But then again, we wouldn't get to play around with the water stuff, would we? So then I guess that's a good thing. Yeah, the water stuff. Add that back. Come on, there needs to be a game mode where that is. Do you know what? They should add every past season as a game mode. That would be so fun. Like, that would be awesome. Like, oh my god, that would be the best. Honestly, I'd probably be more excited about going back to play season 7 again. Because, you know, I still love the agency, but not as much as I used to. Like, it's still a really good POI. And I am very happy that it's in creative, but I guess that's part of the reason why. Because, like, it's in creative, so it's technically still here. But, Corny Complex isn't. So, yeah. And also, part of me wants those IO bases to get added back, because if they get added back, that means my unreleased props get added back. So, yeah. Because that's the only reason that they got removed, is because there were no IO POIs on the map.
Wait, were prop guns always in the game? Like, will they ever get released into the game, or were they just...
Which one? What, the proper fire? Or the proper... Because the proper fire was...
No, the prop gun, was it ever...
No, the Proper-Matic wasn't, but the proper fire was. Because the proper fire did get... That was in Battle Royale, and it's not in creative. But the Proper-Matic is just a creative. And I actually really liked the proper fire as well. Even though it was useless, it was fun. And that's what a lot of items in Season 7 were like. They were fun. And that's why I liked it so much. And it had a great story as well, I think. Great build up to the live event. And it was like the first live event for 3 seasons. Unless you count that that Zero Crisis event, because that wasn't really a live event, that was just an event, so it's not really a proper live event. The proper live event is like end of the season, like Galactus or Device or whatever. And I want more events like the end as well, because they're all really cinematic, and I like having the cinematic bits, like the cutscenes. They were cool. And you actually participate in the live event as well there. Like, it's like playing a game. That could be a great game mode. Because the first part of it works as a game mode. And I remember they added the Zero Crisis event as an LTM at the start of Season 6. So that was cool. But you couldn't watch it in replay mode, which was the only bad thing. And I don't think you could watch like the Skyfire one in replay or the End one in replay as well. Also, I'm very surprised that Chapter 3 launched like a day after the end of Chapter 2. Like, 'cause Chapter 2 launched like 2 days after the end of Chapter 1. And I'm pretty sure they did that because everyone knew about the map and everything. And they knew about Chapter 3, so they just thought like, everyone knows, so what's the point keeping it a secret? Kind of glad they did that, because it was quick downtime, it was done quickly, you know. And I think that screen was better than the black hole, because the black hole was boring, whereas the water thing had like little items and stuff in the water to like hint at stuff coming in the next season, which was cool. But still, I wasn't going to be staring at a screen full of water for a good few hours, so... Yeah.
How long did you stay looking at the black hole?
I didn't. Wait, what? The black hole or the water?
The black hole.
The black hole, I don't know. At the start, I probably stared at it for a few minutes and then realised that nothing's going to happen. So then I went off, and then the next day I checked to see if it was still there, and it was. The next day I checked, and it wasn't. Because I know that it was down on the 14th, and it was back on the 15th. And the 15th is my brother's birthday, so yeah. Because I know the event happened on the 13th, and there was no such thing as Fortnite for the 14th, and there was partially no such thing as Fortnite on the 15th. But then it came back like halfway through the day or something, so that was cool. It might have been earlier than that, actually, I don't know. So I wish they did more crossover events that were related to the story as well. Like, you know how the Galactus event was like a story event, but it was a crossover event as well. So that was good. And I guess technically the Rift Tour counts, because that was like some sort of thing by the last reality to like scan everyone's brains or something to like figure out where the 0 point is. So technically that also qualifies. So that means Ariana Grande is a villain. Yeah. Because Ariana Grande was the one organising that, and in the last reality we're using it to their advantage. So technically Ariana Grande worked for the aliens. So that means Ariana Grande in Fortnite lore is an alien. Dun dun dun. That was weird. Like, part of me wanted to like that event because it was kind of cool, and the Storm King bit was really cool. But it was so pathetic. It was pathetic. Like, only a little girl would like the animation on that. Don't get me wrong, it was really cool and everything, but it's too girly for me anyway. Like, the Travis Scott event was perfect as a concert. That was the best concert by a mile.
Oh, yeah.
The Marshmallow one... not for me, not for me. I can understand why other people like it, though. I really like it. I did see it. Alright. My first event I ever saw was the Marshmallow event. And still like it. Mainly because of that. Because I hate the music. And Travis Scott hated the music. Ariana Grande hated the music. But I loved the event. So... yeah. Then the next event I saw was the season 9 event, the Monster vs Robot, and that was brilliant. And now I was going to see the end of chapter 1, but thinking that the game was going to end because of the kill limit, we went back to the lobby and then we couldn't get back in. So we were stupid. We missed the event because of it, and yeah. And for a while I didn't like that event, but now looking back on it, it was pretty good. Then the next one I saw was the Device, which is brilliant. Then the next one I saw was the Galactus event. So basically I've seen every chapter 2 event, including the concert, except the Star Wars event, and I'm kind of glad I didn't see that one because it was shit.
Oh yeah, that was terrible. I went into an actual Team Rumble because I didn't know that the game mode would come out, and then I missed it.
Oh, good.
I loved the lightsabers though.
Yeah, thing is, I did like them when I had them, but when other people had them, I was fucking annoyed because like they would. Yeah. It's not even that they were overpowered. It's just they block. Like they would non-stop block, and you couldn't shoot them. It's like, what's the fucking point? Unless you had an RPG, in which case they're dead. But like, if you didn't, then what are you gonna do? And the laser rifles, they were terrible. Like they were awful. Although they were cool, so I did like them, but they were terrible. And the Stark rifles were way better, and the Pulse rifles were way better because they're the exact same thing pretty much, except not a collab. So I'm glad that the Stark rifle is kind of back to a capacity, because like the Pulse rifle is pretty much the same thing. And there's a mythic one, which is cool. So yeah. And that's also in creative, which is cool. I'm glad they added mythics to creative, because like, if they were never coming back to battle royale, then why not add them to creative? I get the exotics not being added because they could be added back, but the mythics can't.
Yeah.
And I think, what's your favourite event? Because for me it's between. Okay, for me it's between Skyfire and the end of chapter 2, because like, you know, they were just really cool.
For me, it's between Travis Scott and what was the one?
Was it chapter 1 or 2?
I don't care, but Galactus, like, I don't care what you say.
Galactus was good.
Galactus was so overhyped. I do not care.
It was so
like,
what?
It was overhyped. Everyone was saying
it was so good. It was good. For me, alright, I thought it was good.
But it was
I don't think it lived up to the hype, because I really liked that event. Like, don't get me wrong, I think the opening of that event was one of the coolest things ever, and I was genuinely like shaken up. But Other than that, that's pretty much it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he went down really easily. I mean, we did get the iconic lines of "Beware, I hunger," but
Oh,
yeah.
what was that one where you had to fight the zombies in an aeroplane?
that was the Rift Tour. Ariana Grande.
Oh, yeah,
And this is why I like season 7 and 2, because they gave us 2 live events. Because one of them was a concert. Both seasons had a concert and a proper story event, so that was good. The device was good. I don't think it lives up to like, because don't get me wrong, third favourite event for me. My favourite is the end of chapter 2, I would say. Because that was just so cool. And it's the only one that felt like you're actually playing the event, I think. Because the Skyfire one, you weren't really doing much, you were just running around. Yeah, and Dwayne was in it. But yeah, the Skyfire one, you were just running around, and the Galactus one, you were just shooting at the same target over and over again. So, yeah, and I think that was, like, it was good. And the animation was cool, the cinematics were good, like, everything was good. It looks really cool. And my second favourite is the Operation Skyfire one, because that one, I don't know, there was something about that, it just felt really cool playing it. And then after that it would be the device, because that one is just like, damn. Rip the agency though.
It's just fine.
I guess technically the agency was still in the game after the device event, it was just blown up. So remember when the agency didn't have a reboot van for like the last few days of the season? That was annoying. Like, that was really annoying. There was like a lot, and one of the things I really didn't like about season 3 is that most of the reboot vans were underwater.
Yeah.
So you couldn't like. It was really hard to reboot people. One of the things I really liked about season 8 is that it added loads more reboot vans.
Yeah, that was
Also, I think season 5 is a wasted opportunity as well. They had this whole thing about the reboot vans. They were going to be our method of getting out of the loop or something. It's like they had this whole thing around Bunker Jonesy and the monster coming back and all that. None of that happened. Like, don't get me wrong, the Zero Crisis one was good, but it didn't like have anything to do with what happened in season 5. I think, except for the whole 0 point destabilizing thing. That was it. None of the things that Bunker Jonesy said happened. I don't think. The monster never came back. The reboot fans were never important. Unless Bunker Jonesy's things magically come true in the next season. Or this chapter or something. What if, like, if Fortnite ended? Like, if the actual Battle Royale game stopped? Because I feel like they're depending on creative mode now. So I feel like that could be a possibility. So if that stopped, would that be what happens? Like, the whole event at the end of the game was people escaping the loop. Like, that would make sense, because that means the game don't make sense. Because if everyone gets out of the loop, the Battle Royale concept doesn't make any sense anymore. So you can't really have a Battle Royale game anymore, because the whole storyline revolves around it being a Battle Royale. And once that story's over, and it's concluded, and they're out of it, like, then they can't do it, because it won't make any sense. So, what if they, like, yeah, they ended the game with a live event, to, like, of them escaping the loop or whatever, and the Imagined Order was destroyed or whatever, and it was just creative mode and Save the World. Because Save the World is a completely different story, so they can keep that going. Also, I swear there was this... Yeah, I know it's not as good, but it's a completely separate game, so... It can still keep going. And the thing is, people... When modding comes out for creative mode, people can pretty much replicate the whole Battle Royale thing. So...
Yeah, but if it does get taken, Battle Royale does get taken out, I reckon creators...
No, I don't think creative will, because they're relying on creative mode for a lot of things now. And once that's... Like... Because they're releasing modding, right? So they wouldn't go through all that effort to add it if they were just going to get rid of it at some point. So we're gonna. So what this instead do is it's gonna be like a game where people create the game. So like it's like Roblox, for example. I know Roblox is stupid in that, but like people make the games for it. So like, and with modding that would be way better and
I was on TikTok
way
the
more
other day,
opportunities.
actually, and this guy was like, okay, guess where this game's from? And it was like sort of like this COD game, yeah. And it was Roblox, and I was so confused because you know how Roblox has like got really bad graphics and everything. It's not realistic.
Yeah.
Like, it's not realistic. This game was like actually half realistic. Like it was.
Was it?
I'm not
Okay.
trolling. It was so weird.
Okay, that's cool. So yeah, I feel like there's a possibility that could happen. Because the Fortnite storyline is going to end. Somehow. Like, it could be in numerous ways. Because I don't think the Last Reality are gone. I feel like they are going to come back in some capacity. Because if they don't, then it's kind of a wasted opportunity again. Because, like, they were around from Chapter 1. Because if the Cube was the Last Reality creation, then that means the Last Reality invaded the island in Season 6. Because the Cube was the main theme of Season 6. And also the main theme of Chapter 2, Season 8. So, there's obviously got to be a connection. And also, the original Kevin the Cube broke out of Steamy Stacks and went to help the Cube Queen, so yeah.
I'm stuck in glider mode. I can't get out.
Oh shit.
Like, wait, like, can I build like this? It might have just glitched myself. Why am I blue?
You blue?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, that's weird. And also, like, people, if that happens, people can just make their own story. Like, I mean, obviously, like it probably wouldn't be like a universal thing like it is here, like with the whole IO and stuff. Like, you know, custom live events,
Help
numerous
me.
possibility.
I can't fly, and my body is like bumping up and down. So you know when you get into a glitch spot where like it's weird.
Okay.
How am I walking? I can't jump. I can't even jump. I have to go downstairs.
Oh, that's weird.
Why am I like this?
Oh yeah, that
Someone
is
help.
weird. Can you not run? Like, can you only walk?
And I can only walk.
That's weird.
Let's try and respawn. Oh, there we go.
How's it working now?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
I spammed X and then that happened.
Okay.
What's the time?
8:42.
And when do you have to wait?
I'm just waiting for my mum and dad to call me, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Right, it's their fault if they haven't called me yet, so. Yep.
What if I go inside the cube? Oh, it's black.
Yeah, it's black, I think. Back in the Right, okay, there's no point streaming. I'm gonna end the stream.